Hey, this is BB. I'm here with my dog Ruby. I am a little bit conflicted here. I've been debating this for like 3 fucking videos length worth. I should just bite the bullet on it, shouldn't I? My concern is we're going into the third hangout with Craig, but we haven't hung out with any of the others, and I know that during the epilogue, during Amanda's going away party, the way that you've interacted with everybody influences what they say to you at the party, I think. And all I really remember is that Joseph really had a lot to say to you, specifically. Robert seemed really melancholy. Damien didn't say anything, which was a surprise. And then Hugo and Matt seemed pretty neutral. So I don't know, going into this, since we haven't hung out with Joseph at all, because we're just speed dating, if that'll be different. But I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? The whole point is to see if things are different, so let's just do it. I don't know what I'm talking about. You just watched me come to a conclusion all by myself, out loud, on a video. Yeah, I'm sure. Love this boy. He's good. As I mentioned, like, he seems a bit swamped with 3 kids in his busy schedule. You seem to have a lot of free time, whatever it is you do for a job. You have had experience raising a kid to adulthood, which he hasn't. So you would be able to provide kind of an expert eye on what his kids need. I think that you'd be a good addition. And obviously it's not your job as a partner to specifically fill any gaps of what your partner needs, but rather that you uplift each other. And I think on the flip side, he provides good structure, which Noodles seems to lack. And I think that he has kind of that energy and positivity that Noodles worries that he might lose. So I think it's a good setup. I think that he encourages Noodles to get outside of his comfort zone. It took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. He always stays so busy with work and kids, and it's good to know that we'll just be able to spend some relaxing time together in nature. That's cute. Oh, that's right. We were talking about going camping together, weren't we? Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. Nice! Oh, that's lovely. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. That's nice! Yeah, fitness dads. This is good. Let's see here. I wonder, and it hasn't been implied at all through our interactions with Craig or anywhere else, if we had any sort of a crush on Craig during college, or if this is a recent development. Because he's matured a bit more, maybe Noodles kind of finds that attractive, I'm not sure. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags and a tent, while he takes care of the food. I don't trust that at all. You know how Craig eats, right? Noodles? Oh no! So I double-checked to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's going to be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. Oh, I read somewhere that apparently this is in Massachusetts, which makes a lot more sense. I don't know if that's true. I don't pay very close attention to jack shit, as you know. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling nervous about it as I am. Yeah, okay, but this is pre-graduation. I was gonna be like, she's better get used to it because she's leaving for college. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip. That's not good. You gotta leave room for souvenirs, Amanda. Are you an amateur? Huh? Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. It's all of my camera equipment, lenses, tripod, flash, all that. You probably shouldn't sit on it then. Are you even going to have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Ooh, what's the series about? It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. Stop it. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. Thank you, Amanda. You speak the truth and only the truth. You are the Cassandra of our time. I'm taking portraits of my friends. I'm going to be in the woods, out there in nature, roughing it, just me and Mother Nature. The old Madre de trees. God damn it. Yeah, we are not. I appreciate Noodles. I appreciate his new commitment to fitness and all that. He is not built for the outdoors. His relationships with Craig and with Brian are both going to be a little bit strained because he just can't, he's just too much of a wimp. He can't do it. Are you going to be alright on your own? I'm not going to have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call you at all. Oh no, what a shame. Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple days without constant updates on who just got voted off International Haunted House Hunters. What is it with all these different types of house hunters? Hang on, I'm adjusting. My poor dog was really, really bored today and she learns so fast. She's a really, really smart dog. And you can teach her a trick in about a day and she has it down. And I haven't been training her very recently, first of all, because I've been really busy, and second of all, she got all of the basic commands down, more or less. But this evening I sat down with her with a handful of treats, and she was just so excited to learn a new trick. I mean, she was just like in a frenzy, so we're going to have to spend some more time with her and teach her some new stuff to keep her mentally entertained so she doesn't get too bored. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. I love Amanda hugs. Dadtron. Relax, I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? I went to Washington, D.C. for a school field trip. For like, I think it was a week or a half of a week. It was like a leadership conference thing that they do. It was alright. I stayed in a hotel with 3 girls and there was only 2 beds, so we would rotate beds every night. And one of us would sleep on the floor. But it was okay. We had a, what was it? It was like a inflatable mattress thing. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you asked nicely, fine, promise. You should steal the Constitution. Dan Brown. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. No, not Dan Brown. National Treasure. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top. Oh my god. Please. I'm so nervous. This is a new one. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. Is that how you feel about it? He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me, because he's a darling. He's so helpful. Oh shit, we gotta Google. We gotta Google. I don't know what he would want. If I had to guess, as I'm pulling this up now, I want to say, such a gentleman. Because I am pathetic. I genuinely really appreciate him. Yes, those are what we were supposed to say. Such a gentleman. I almost had a case of the vapors there. Aww. Yeah, he likes it when you just outright flirt with him, huh? That's interesting. I think he would like to provide. Like, I think he's definitely like a provider. I think that he appreciates being able to support you, specifically. And likewise, I think that he appreciates that when you're there to help, like, kind of pick up the slack also. I think that that's a good, solid foundation, in addition to kind of the friendship. Is just, like, the desire, as I talked about, to support each other and build a family based off of your desire to, like, take care. And, like, I know I'm personally really fulfilled when I can, like, provide for the people that I care about, like, feed them, like, do a chore for them, something like that. I think it's, I think that's kind of a healthy way to look at relationships. I think that often kind of goes by the wayside, and people don't like to think about the work that goes into relationships, but y'all didn't sign up to hear me complain about this some more. Never fear, these muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. It's your weekend to relax, take it easy. Guess I can't argue with that. Everything good with Amanda? On her way to a school trip in Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I hope he has a good relationship with her. It's not really super clear. It seems like he does. Yeah, he said copacetic, didn't he? So that's good. I wonder kind of where that falling out was. As I mentioned, I kind of wish that we had gotten more backstory of all of the characters that we hang out with. It feels like it ends a little bit early. But as I mentioned, I never really played dating sims. I don't know generally where they tend to end anyway, or how much of a character you actually get to know. So Um, I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get in. Oh no! What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. You worry that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just Oh, he doesn't want to go. Oh, he's too. Oh no! I never thought about it. He's anxious. He's like high key. He's stressed out. Oh fuck! I clicked the button. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I had at my place is a series of CDs that guide you through through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. How would you know? How would you know if he was kidding? I bought it. I bought it hook, line, and sinker. He hands me 3 cases filled with CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through page after page of kids sing-along CDs. That's so sweet. Oh, I love that. That is such a dad thing. Those small touches like that I can really appreciate. It's like kids do really kind of take over your whole life. Twinkle, twinkle, little star takes me back. Keep going. I get to the end of the case to find in the very last lot a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Keg Stands Megamix Volume 1. Oh god, made it just for the trip. It's new. Oh, Craig. Oh, that's really sweet. He made a mixtape for this party. This is great. I think you'll like it. I pop the CD into the car stereo, and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays, and soon we're both happily singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. This is so precious. I love that. That is so cute. I love it. Okay, this song was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate. You had a third roommate? You brought that. Oh, that's right, the dog. I forgot about the dog. The dog that barked and they told everyone it was a cough. I remember. I was like genuinely having a panic attack. I was like, what third roommate? You brought that dog home one night and I couldn't pry you two apart. Right. We're going over this again? Oh, they probably reminisce a lot and just go over the same shit over and over. That's really funny. So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. That RA was so suspicious of us but could never prove anything. And Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. As someone who was an RA, they almost certainly knew and probably just didn't care. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. It feels good to be back out here. Real good. Okay, hey, I know these woods. That's a little bit cheap that they just reused these, but that's alright. We park our car at the entrance of a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks. Otherwise, I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. I bet you still are. Noodles, you wuss. Craig's looking intently at his phone. Everything all right? Yep, just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we start off the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around me and taking all the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there? Yeah, he's so stressed out. He doesn't know how to relax, does he? Hi, Ruby. You alright? She's nervous because there's weird noises. What are you looking at? There might be a mosquito in here. There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face. Is it because recently he's had that expression on? Or has he always been kind of a nervous Nelly? But what if there's a problem? Oh. Poor baby. There won't be, right? We gotta comfort him. There won't be. It'll be fine. Come on, bud. Who's a relaxed boy? No! Come on! I don't know. Craig. I'm a relaxed boy. God, okay. We'll hang out more with our relaxed boy in the next episode. Oh, God. Looking forward to it. Bye.